So you want to live semen retention lifestyle, but maybe you're in a relationship, you got access to porn 24/7. We live in an overstimulated world, not just sexually, but just overall. Caffeine, social media, high stress work environments, all of these things got your nervous system shot, and ultimately that's why guys are looking to ejaculate. Most of the time you're looking to ejaculate because you actually just are like kind of got a lot of pent up energy, and ejaculation is a release. So how do you possibly do it? Well, I'm going to share with you how you can do it. You don't have to be a monk to do it. I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do it. It's a 3-step overall process that I use, and I'm now using with thousands of guys all over the world to help them master their sexual energy and create their life. And I'm happy to share it with you. Let's dive into it. Now, before we do, I do want to say thank you so much for pressing play. If it's the first time that you're pressing play, I invite you to hit subscribe, hit the bell, get that notification. I got 2 new videos coming for you every single week to help you master your energy and create your life. Depending when you're watching this, at the end of the month, August 2020, I'm doing a free webinar called How to Transmute Your Sexual Energy. Just go to the description, sign up, click the link, sign up, all that kind of good stuff. And I want to shout out one of my patrons, actually our newest patron, Mr. Ola Cormier. Ola, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for becoming a patron of mine, supporting this channel. And also, because you became a patron, you're a member of the Nakula Ministries, which means you're accessing daily mantra meditations, you're accessing spiritual classes, spiritual development challenges, and a real cool community of people all over the world. All right, let's dive into it. There's a 3-step process that I take everybody that I work with, whether it's in the Spiritual Bad Boys community or part of the Warlock training program. It's the same 3 steps that needs to happen. Now, these 3 steps need to be geared and customized for you because everybody's different. But I want to give you the 3 steps that you want to take a look at and start to, by your own wisdom, implement them in your life. So step number 1 is take a look at your spiritual, yes, and your sexual beliefs. What are your belief systems around sexuality? What do you believe, do you have taboo thoughts around sexuality? Or do you have shame around your sexuality, guilt around your sexuality? Do you have some kind of trauma around your sexuality? You gotta look at what I'll call the dark side of your sexuality and dive in there and get comfortable and kind of do some, get comfortable in there and be like, oh, this is what it is. What this is going to do is it's going to free you from your sexuality, meaning it's going to start to loosen up in your consciousness. It'll probably bring some stuff up, whether that be some fantasies, whether that be some, some traumas, a little bit of both. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to see what thoughts are dominating your sexuality, and then what kind of relationship you want to have with those thoughts. So the first thing is you got to dive into the shadow work or the dark side of your sexuality. Once you do that and you bring that up, then you can begin to develop new sexual habits. Specifically for men, you can develop a relationship with sexuality where it's not goal-oriented. You're not just trying to get one off. You're not just trying to release some energy, but you're actually starting to use sexuality and your sexuality as a way to build your energy. You start to consciously play with it. And this is where it becomes easier to transmute or to put into other projects. Here at this point, you're going to consciously be able to take your sexual energy and put them into your finances and grow your finances and your businesses and your careers. You're going to be able to take it to grow your relationships, to unleash more of your own personality. I bet you there's a lot of aspects of you that aren't unleashed if you've got a lot of guilt, shame, and secrecy wrapped around your sexuality. Now you're freer, and that means, yes, you get to be more open and explore life. You're going to find yourself being more courageous, a lot more fearless. You're going to say what it is that you want, and you're going to go after the things that you're here to go after in this world. Once you start to play in that zone, then third, you go up to a level of what I call the Warlock Zone. The Warlock Zone is sexual type of secrets and practices that you can use to build up your sexual energy, to really raise your vibration to new levels using your sex energy. And this is something that normally you would have to study with some folks or practice with or learn from somebody, because ultimately, depending where you're at, this kind of work could be a bit dangerous if you go into it. Like, you see a lot of people practicing tantra and these type of things, but they haven't done the shadow work yet, so therefore they're bringing up a lot of dangerous aspects of themselves. And you want to be careful when you're playing in this realm. It's powerful energy. And so that's the third step, though, is but this level of mastery. And the first thing a master knows is there's no such thing as mastery, meaning we always take a student mindset. We want to be very humble when we're playing with this type of energy, because it's extremely powerful. But when you get to this level, you can use it to, again, amplify things in your life, really take explosive types of growth. So rather than growing incrementally, you can now begin to take quantum leaps in your life, because you know how to amplify your energy to such a degree. So these three steps are, they're a lot of fun. There's a lot of healing involved. There's a lot of good things that come out of it. And most importantly, I really feel like this is the secret sauce to also developing a true realization of your spiritual self, which is ultimately what it's all about at the end of the day. All right, I hope this helps you on your journey. I'll remind you of the webinar coming up, how to transmute your sexual energy. You could check out the website to learn more about the Warlock program, more about Spiritual Bad Boys, as well as Nakula Das Ministries. Check out the links below. There's always cool stuff down there for you to check out, and reach out to me. I'm here to be of service. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next video.